All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. The reason why we're here today is to talk about a challenge that you probably received an email from the Human Resource Department. It's called the Get Active, Ready, Set, Go Challenge. And we're going to talk a little bit more about it in this session. That's why we're gathered here today. And the objectives for today are to introduce the Get Active Challenge to all of you that are here today. We're also going to have a real life success story by Furman Vasquez, who's our Wolfson campus uh, Dean of Administration. He was actually the team captain last time we had this challenge when he was at Kendall campus, and his team was one of the teams that won the challenge. We're also going to have a small nutrition information session called Eat Healthy While Satisfying Your Taste Buds. And then we'll end with a question and answer session. And then we'll have a wonderful meal that's prepared by Chef John Richards and his students and his staff here at the Miami Culinary Institute. So I really would like to thank him for letting us use this wonderful food and wine theater, and also for preparing the tasty meal that you'll have at the end of this session. So let's talk a little bit about the Get Active program. Basically, it consists of creating or joining a team with full-time employees. So basically, a team consists of 5 to 11 individuals. Once you create a team, then your goals are to log 3 things. It's either physical activity, steps walked, or weight loss. So it's very simple. You don't have to log all of them. Everybody in your team does not have to log all of them. But if you want to win in a specific category, you need at least 5 people to be logging that information. So let's say, for example, physical activity. If you have a team of 8 individuals, if at least 5 of them are logging their physical activity or minutes exercised, you have the possibility of winning there. Steps can be inputted also. A good way to track your steps is a pedometer, and there's a pedometer that's going to be given out to everybody the next lunch and learn session, everybody that signs up for the Get Active Challenge that's a full-time employee. And the registration basically ends April 27th, which is a Friday. And then we have the competition, which will start on Monday, April 30th. In order to go in and create a team or join a team, we gave out a sheet of paper which has the website. Basically, it's www.etnagetactive.com. And basically that's about it. We want you to get active and learn a lot about nutrition, and that's why we're here today, giving you all this information. What we're doing in this campus, we're having an added feature. Basically, we're having ongoing lunch and learn presentations on nutrition and healthy meal preparation topics, which will be provided by the Wolfson Campus Wellness Center and also the Miami Culinary Institute. One session will be offered every 2 weeks for 30 to 45 minutes. Today's session is a little bit longer since we're giving you information about the actual challenge. And each session will start around 12 or 1 p.m. and it'll be right here where you are today in the Food and Wine Theater at the MCI building, the Miami Culinary Institute. Wonderful building. We will also offer the Wellness Center here on campus will offer another service. It's a walking club, which will be held at least 4 times per week from 10:30 to 11 a.m., which will provide another option for employees to get together and create little walking groups. The Wellness Center will lead one of them, but we encourage all of you to create your own walking groups. If you go onto the Wolfson campus homepage on the MDC website, you'll notice that we have different routes that you can take that have already been mapped out by the Wellness Center and the administration here on campus. The Wellness Center will also be available, and its staff will also be available to answer any question regarding fitness and nutrition, in addition to the lunch and learns that you're going to have every 2 weeks. And we encourage you to be active, participate in this challenge, and come to all the lunch and learns that we have so you can learn more about nutrition. We have different topics that we'll have throughout the semester, and you have some of those topics in front of you in the papers that we've handed out. Thank you very much.
Okay, you want the less caloric as opposed to the most caloric. When you look at the high, you see that these are the foods that give you 4 to 9 calories per gram. And there you're talking about all the high desserts, all the cheeses, all the ice creams, all of that. The medium ones, that's your bagel, that kind of a thing. But the best ones, of course, are the low calories, which are the veggies and the fruits. Then basically, I want to show you that the calories that you find in a carbohydrate as opposed to a protein or a fat, okay, the number of calories per gram is quite different. So let me see if I can go into that. You see, for every gram of carbohydrate and proteins, you're going to get 4 calories. And for every gram of fat, you're going to get 9, which means that you get twice as many per gram. That's one of the reasons why when we're talking fitness and nutrition, we always talk about keep the low fat, okay? Then I'm also showing you alcohol because we are in the wine theater and we think, oh, wonderful, let's have a drink. But if you look at that, you get 7 calories for every gram of alcohol that we consume. Then in order to give you more or less, you know, when you say grams, well, people eat food and we don't necessarily look at grams. We look at tablespoons and teaspoons and that kind of a thing. So I'm showing you for 1 tablespoon of sugar, okay, you're going to get about 4 calories per gram. So you get 13 grams in a tablespoon of sugar. You multiply it times 4, you get 52 calories. But if the same tablespoon comes from butter, now you get 14 times 9 because it's 9 calories per gram. So you get 126 calories in the same tablespoon that you get, but one is butter, the other one is sugar, okay? Then I'm showing you a couple of plates here. The ones on the left, those are the high calories, and that's because you are having the chicken with the noodles as opposed to having all of the veggies that you see on the right side. Then on the left side, you see this is a sandwich that has 2 slices of ham and American cheese, and on the right side, you took 1 slice of each, but then instead you put some veggies. You put some tomato and you put some lettuce. So you have less calories, but you have more volume, which is good. The same thing happens whenever you want to have some fast food. You can go for the low fat, okay, the popcorn, 94% fat free, as opposed to the Dunkin' Donuts coffee or the famous Starbucks, all of these coffees that have like 800 calories. You can also go for pizza, but you can go for veggie pizza as opposed to having all of the other pepperoni and all the meat and all the stuff. And then look at the calories. If you look at the popcorn with a simple coffee, you get 180 calories as opposed to 460. And look at the pizza, 676 as opposed to 890. So you're cutting back on calories, and that's very important. This is for you to choose. Choose the one that has less calories, less fat. So if you like your double chocolate chip, whatever that is, okay, with all that stuff in it, instead, you can choose something that will have skim milk. And by doing that, then you're going to cut back on the fat. You're going to cut back on all the calories. So if you like the one on the left, you could try the one on the right, and you will be saving many, many calories by doing that. So this is, you know, different choices that you have. So we like to have a little drink here and there, and now we have the NBA playoffs, okay, and everybody likes to have a little drink, but then this is the typical food that comes associated with a beer, and a beer is going to give you 150 calories. Okay, so instead of having all of the stuff with the nachos and all of that on the left, you can choose the healthy meal on the right with the chicken breast and fat-free milk. These would be the right choices to make. So what you see there is the different drinks. If you like to have drinks, if you choose the rum and Coke, you're going to get about 361 calories. The margarita, 300 and some. The mudslide, it's very delicious, but you're gaining about 800 calories. Okay, so if you're going to have a drink, let's say that you say, well, I want to have a little alcohol in my blood, then you want to choose basically your shot of tequila, okay? Because you're going to be getting the calories, but you're not going to be getting all of the other things, such as the the Coke, and you're not going to be getting all of the other additives that are in these drinks. So basically, you can have a beer, you can have a glass of wine, or you can have a shot of tequila. You're going to be better off than if you have all of the other choices that you see there. Okay? So this is very simple. Try to go for less calories. Okay? Try to go for healthier foods. Try to go for more veggies and fruits. Okay? And then today, we are going to have, if it comes, there we go, a very healthy and nutritious lunch that was provided by the Culinary Institute. And let me tell you what you're going to have. This is the menu for today. As you can see, you have a lot of delicious vegetables, and your dessert is going to be fruits. Okay? You have goat cheese, you have the piquillo peppers, which is just a little spicy, on a flour tortilla. So without further ado, this is what you're going to get. Enjoy your lunch. And thank you so much for coming. We truly appreciate it, Daniel and I.
This program is brought to you by Miami Culinary Institute at Miami-Dade College. For more information about the schools and the culinarium program, please visit www.miamidadeculinary.com or call 305-237-3276.